Just hand you straight over to Mr. Jimmy Moore.
Thank God Alfie hasn't seen my winky. Now, you may have heard it said that being asked to be the best man is like being asked to make love to the Queen. Fantastic honour, but nobody really wants to do it. I'm very different. I'm very much looking forward to it. Sadly, she didn't want to come to Carrow today. I'm not going to lie, Cheryl's mum Linda's looking a little bit real. After this speech, Linda, I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to take you to the disabled toilet. You're going to need that rail down, madame. Now, all the time I've known Rob, he's had a tremendous ability to bring happiness, laughter and merriment into my life, and in later years, simply because of his incredibly thinning hair and massive Jew-like beak that sits on his nose. Oh, yeah. Now, I have known Rob, as he said, for about 20 years. And we went through secondary school together, played football together, which in later years has become a competition of who could get injured more. My injuries have come through a severe condition. Rob's is because he's a vagina. We both sacked off university because we were a bit tight and a little bit thick. So we decided to concentrate on our greatest thing, I think, Rob, of getting absolutely shit-faced every weekend. It was only until I had to concoct this speech I realised my mind was foggier than Gary Glitter's glasses at a kids' party, so I had to rope in some friends and we took a trip down memory lane. It was at this point I realised what a complete and utter arsehole Rob really is. Allow me to elaborate. Let's go back to the early days. We used to have a teacher called Mr. Woodcock, whose only downfall that I could see was that he remained ex-directory, or failed to remain ex-directory. So Rob would call him with the following words. Is that you, Woodcock? Would you cock, Woodcock? And if you woodcock, who would you cock? It better not be the students, Woodcock, you massive paedophile. If it wasn't Mr. Woodcock, it was the funniest name he could find in the phone book. It happened to be a gentleman called Mr. Skrupnik. One evening, Mr. Skrupnik ordered himself 6 takeaways and 15 taxis for 9 o'clock in the evening. Such an arsehole. However, it was never a chore to go around Rob's parents for hijinks and pranks, as his father had at that time what I'd like to call the most disgusting collection of pornography known to man. I think my favourite title, and I'll say this in code, Bob, excrete feces and urine all over me. Part 2. Been my life's mission ever since to find part 1 to be there. Now, the golden age of 15 came upon us and we discovered a drink that we got magical. Now, safe to say that Rob has always wanted to be the last one standing. As a junior, he tried to achieve this in 2 ways. The first thing was to consume, before leaving the house, 12 Pro Plus tablets. Reaching town and then having more vodka Red Bull than he could humanly fit in. At 9 o'clock every night, he came up in a hideous red rash. At which point he said, "Oh, it's a medical condition, I can't do anything about it." What a tip. Another trait of wanting to be the last man standing is that he very much enjoyed when other people failed. Now, we went to Prague when we were 21, didn't we, Rob? And after the second night at 5 a.m. in the morning, safe to say that me and another friend had overindulged slightly, and we were simultaneously puking in a drain. Now, Rob was pissing himself, laughing and basically wanting to tell everyone around him how funny it was. The colour drained from his face, sadly, and he started to be sick. Not sick in the drain, sick in his hands, which happened to be the colour of red. So now, rather than winding us two up, he was going, "Oh, I've got blood in my stick. I don't like it." Nearly started to cry. Safe to say that after this, I think you had a more caring side about you, didn't you? You proved this on a football tour. I passed out naked in the manager's football room. And I was awoken by you inserting 2 Nurofen tablets into my arsehole with a coat hanger. Before pouring a sachet of coffee and milk into my butt crack. Now, let's come up to modern times and let's get on to the stag do. Right, now, we went to a place, as Rob said, called Lorette de Mar. Has anyone else ever been there? Shithole. We set off Thursday morning full of excitement, and Rob's excitement soon dropped when he realised he had to wear a full leather gimp mask on the way to the airport. No appreciation for that, was there, Rob? Even though I bought you one with a detachable zip mouth. Ridiculous. So, we got there, and after a hideously long delay at Barcelona airport, we were all excited to get to the 4-star hotel in Lorette de Mar. Upon arrival, I struggled to see why it was 4 stars. However, it did dawn on me. 3 stars, you usually only get one angry Spanish wanker who works behind the bar. Our hotel flooded with them. Hated us every step of the way. Petchy, you rooms were nice, weren't they? You even got your own special little bed.
It was fantastic.
Which consisted of a child's mattress balanced on a skateboard.
It was lovely.
Now, for self-preservation, and for other people's sakes, Parker, I'm going to leave a lot of this out of the speech. And I'm just going to concentrate on Rob. So, how did we stitch him up? Well, Friday night was there, wasn't it, Rob? And it was only fair to give you the pubic beard. Now, at this point, I'd like to thank Andrew Harvey for providing the hair from his chest, armpits, balls, gooch, and anus region. Thank you, Andrew Harvey. Now, I thought as the father was there, it was only right that he applied the first tash, at which point he looked at me in disgust and went, "Oh, he's doing that." And I thought, oh no, I might have taken it a bit too far. Have I angered the father? I needn't have worried, because when Rob looked like Magnum P.I., Rob pissed himself with laughter for the next 5 minutes and took more photos than he could dare take on a camera. Nevertheless, Saturday came round and unfortunately for you, it was the return of the gimp mask. However, what I didn't bank on was the fact that Rob would get more interest for the amount of women than he's ever done before in his life. Those 2 German sluts absolutely loved you. Filthy whores. So I thought, well, this isn't good enough, we better stitch him up. And who else should I stitch him up with than the co-best man, Ollie, who spent the last 2.5 days in bed. So we decided to send him on the slingshot. Now, the sight of Rob in a gimp mask, with another grown man holding his hand who looked like he wanted to cry, will stay with me for quite some time. Nevertheless, annoyingly, Rob took that one as well. No puke, disappointed. So desperate message calls for desperate times. We stripped him down to a mankini and just a gimp mask, and we all took it in turns to hit a football in bare naked arts. Sadly, however, after 3 days of drinking, we could have all passed for the GB Paralympic football team, and none of us got within 3 foot of his arsehole. So the owner took upon himself to put the ball 1 metre away, and with a glorious run-up, struck you so hard that you fell to the floor with a muffled At that point, I thought our job is done. So, now, as has already been said, on how to rob Matt Sherrill. After dicking about with Norwich Union, Rob thought, I better get a proper job.
About with Norwich Union.
You checked that before this week. And Petchy thought, let's give him a chance. Under one condition. Do not shag anyone in the office, Robert. Where did you work, Cheryl? Where did you work, Cheryl? With Rob? Yeah. Now, I think we'll all agree that Cheryl looks absolutely stunning today, so a round of applause, please. Only to be outdone by Linda, you dirty little bit. Not long now, Linda. Not long now.
Not long now.
Rob, you are a very lucky man because Cheryl already knows what a complete lazy tit you are, so married life isn't going to throw any piss and curveballs there, is it? No. I think I've ribbed you enough. So, despite all the abuse, you are a fantastic mate and you have achieved a lot in your life. You qualified as accountant, so round of applause for that. But hands down, your greatest achievement, mate, is your 2 kids, Ina and Alfie. So, on that note, Ollie, if you'd like to stand and give a toast.
Yeah, I was going to say, and on that note, thank you, Jimmy. I'd like to say, could everyone raise their glasses, please? Our honour to say congratulations to the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Dack, to the bride and groom.